Alright, it's told us the story a whole bunch of times. I didn't read any of that. Hopefully, it's nothing I need to know. But we're gonna play this tonight, and we're gonna have our big Contra event tomorrow night. Potentially featuring, Legacy of War. Ideally not, but, so Apple... I have no idea what this thing is. This is a book. So this could be connected to Shakespeare? Or any other writer in all of history? Music and a ship? I have no idea what this thing is. A tapestry? Alright, so we're gonna go with the one that... Return to owner. We're gonna go with the one that, This is connected to Leonardo da Vinci? Is that what I'm learning? Yeah, I don't see the same thing every time I pick one up, right? I don't. See, I remember that. I believe I learned that. I believe I learned that as a kid through brute force. Okay. Alright, so this... I don't want to do that again. Is Newton. Is this Joan of Arc? Yeah. This was Da Vinci. Beethoven. Jefferson. What? Playwright. Tragedies. Hey, these are promising. All right. Well, we'll just work from right to left. I think so. Philadelphia. $17.76. Don't fall into the hole. Alright, we need to collect a whole row of mushrooms. I'm scared to press other buttons because I missed it. No! No! All my mushrooms are gone! No! I was so worried about that bonus timer counting down. This reminds me of Super Star Wars. There's land speeder levels. Well, I have all the mushrooms. Can we turn all the way around? We can, but I've completely lost my bearings going here. Oh my. Oh my. What? So I'm guessing this is return back to the castle, just because it's the same button that activates our time machine. So I probably don't want to do that. Cassette. Oh! Say, what's going on in Independence Hall? Offer declaration. Where are your ears, young man? Have you heard nothing? We're breaking away from Great Britain. I have to get over to the hall myself. Wait, don't I know you? My name's Mario. I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Mario. I'm Ben Franklin, publisher, scientist, occasional inventor. Please have one of my newspapers. You'll find it worthwhile reading. Ben Franklin, you're a founding father. I am, actually. I'm a Pennsylvania representative to the Continental Congress. I need to get over to Independence Hall right away to sign the Declaration. Can you tell me about it? I'd be most happy to, my dear friend. I need to find my glasses. I don't mean to brag, but I invented bifocals, you know. You better return that declaration right away. Hey, scheming miner, welcome in. So how did I talk? Hi, I'd like to return this piece of paper. Probably belongs to someone in Independence Hall. They're always writing up documents. I bet it belongs to that red-headed fellow from Virginia. A heck of a writer, but not much of a public speaker. What's his name? Tom something. He wrote that summary view of the rights of British America. I bet I could remember his name if I had a copy of that pamphlet. You better keep that. It looks mighty important. Okay, so it's the X button is what interacts with stuff. Hey, Greg, welcome in. Great to have you here. Welcome to Mario's Time Machine. After Legacy of War last night, I decided I didn't want to risk playing that game 3 nights in a row. So I thought we would take a night off from Legacy of War, but we would still keep the theme going, and I would play this game instead. Because I don't know, because I haven't played this, but I thought, and I still think, because of what I've seen inside of it, there's a good chance that we may actually be able to meet William Shakespeare in this game. So if I can't keep the Contra theme alive tonight, I'll keep the Shakespeare theme alive tonight. Maybe. If I'm right, if he's here. I actually have Mario is Missing, not this one. We played Mario is Missing. I actually enjoyed Mario is Missing. I thought that game was a lot of fun. It was very chill. And it had a lot of good music. Never played this game, Greg says. I did rent this as a kid. I rented it. It didn't come with a manual. I couldn't figure out how to do anything. Hi, what's going on here? What's going on? We're at war. We've headed up to here with the British and their taxes. Why should we be run by a parliament across the Atlantic? Who are you at war with? King George III of Great Britain. The British have ruled the American colonies since the founding of Jamestown in 1607, but now we want our independence. How long have you been at war? Since the shot heard round the world was fired at the battles of Lexington and Concord on April 19th, 1775, more than a year ago. But if it's one shot, how did it happen at 2 battles? Wow, what caused all this? Taxation and tyranny. If you want to know more, take this copy of Thomas Jefferson's pamphlet, A Summary View of the Rights of British America. It's all in there. Who are those men in Independence Hall? That's the Continental Congress, representatives of the colonies. How 13 individual colonies can stand up against a power like Britain, I don't know. Have you seen today's paper? It's not ours. Looks like Thomas Jefferson's handwriting. Okay, so we back out of there. Did I get the item in my inventory? Do I have an inventory? No? But someone wanted... Oh, I do. Hang on, can I read the newspaper? No, please. I don't think I can. Alright. Well, let's see. Yep, says right here, A Summary View of the Rights of British America by Thomas Jefferson. TH... Oh, he actually said TH. TH is short for Thomas. Is that when he started wanting to play games without looking at the manual? Oh, no way, Greg. No. No, looking at... Playing games without the manual kind of happened to me because of Breath of the Wild and Kirby's Dream Land 2. Those 2 games combined are kind of like my secret origin for why I became such a monster. The Scheming Miner says Mario's missing was It was something as a kid, not too bad. But how else are you going to learn that Sugarloaf Mountain was in South America? I don't remember a single thing I learned from Mario's Missing. I just know that it was a real chilled out time. Now, granted, if I played that one as a kid, I would have hated it, but as an adult, looking for something just to unwind with, I had a lot of fun with it. What's it say? It seems to say that American colonial ties with Great Britain are voluntary, pretty revolutionary, but then I heard Mr. Jefferson say a little rebellion now and again is a good thing. What else can you tell me about Thomas Jefferson? He built that interesting house over there in Virginia, Monticello, I believe they call it. He loves to farm, they say. I also hear he's on a committee doing some writing for the Congress. Who else is on the committee? If they're smart, they'll let a writer like Jefferson work alone, but John Adams and Ben Franklin are on the committee. Speaking of Ben, he left his glasses here again. Can you take them to him? Do you know anything else? Well, he owns some slaves, but he keeps trying to make slavery illegal. It's pretty confusing, really. As far as I'm concerned, I wish he'd practice what he preaches. Can you tell me anything more? I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can tell you. Glasses back. My bifocal glasses. Thank you, Mr. Mario. I never signed anything before reading it, you know. Even when it's written by someone with the intellectual powers of Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, did he write the Constitution? No, he's writing the Declaration of Independence. We don't even have a Constitution yet. I have a funny feeling people are going to mix those two up one day. Why is Jefferson writing the Declaration? He's got a way with words. You should have read his Statute of Virginia for Religious Freedom. Truly inspired. He wrote that as a lawmaker in the Virginia House of Burgesses. I don't know that word. What else can you tell me? Oh, his interests cover just about everything. Science, farming, architecture. I believe he'd be a fine leader of our country when he's, I don't know, maybe 57 or 58 years old. Gosh, I wonder if he'll know what this is. Good heavens, sir, do you realize that you hold the Declaration of Independence? I beg you, take it to Jefferson so that we may pledge our lives, fortunes, and sacred honor to our new country. I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can tell you. Okay. Say, what are you guys doing in here? Please, not now, sir. We're about to sign a very important document, but we seem to have misplaced it. I mean, where... I don't seem to be able to go anywhere else. Do I have to do the homework now? Is that it? No, not this. No, not this. Thomas, but right. Does it tell me if I picked the wrong? Okay, it tells me if I picked the wrong thing. I get a frowny face. I probably am not allowed to get too many of those. That was a costly experiment. Why is it not letting me put in my answer? Thomas, oh, it took my frowny face away. Nice. Was born in Virginia in 1743. After studying law, he became a leader in the Virginia House of Burgesses. In his famous paper, A Summary View of the Rights of America, the rights of what? British America. He insisted that colonial ties with England were voluntary. What he lacked as a public speaker was certainly made up for by his powerful writing. For this reason, Jefferson was chosen to write the Declaration of Independence. The document that gave birth to the United States on July 4th, 1776. I mean, I just pulled that from the top of the... I mean, if I didn't know it, I would just have to pull that from the top of the page, because no one said that anywhere. Heartbroken over the untimely passing of his young wife, Martha, in 1782, Jefferson never married again. In his political career, he served as the governor of Virginia, the first Secretary of State, the vice president, and the third... Well, Doubts asked me questions about the future? President of the United States, retiring to the home he had designed, his beloved Monticello. He later became the founder of the University of Virginia. A scientist, architect, and statesman, Jefferson's personal library became the nucleus of the U.S. Library of Congress. So I'm guessing that's farmer? There's a lot of things that could be, right? Victory. What does that get me, though? I did the homework. Can I... Will these guys talk to me now? Okay. Okay, you guys need a Declaration of Independence? Oh, thank goodness, gentlemen. This diminutive plumber has found our declaration. Now we can sign. You first, Mr. Hancock. How's it coming, Tom? Very well, Mario, my good friend. With your help, we have created a new country. Perhaps one day, your likeness will appear carved into a mountain. Hey! 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 That actually happens. That actually happens in Pilot Wings. Mario's one of the faces on Mount Rushmore in that game. Up until the canon minigame, at least. Is that it? Are we done? My inventory's wiped. I see my timer's still running down. I'm guessing that's just for our score, though. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, was I supposed to give them the paper? Alright, so we want to go back? Hey, Chozo, welcome in. Oh, we got a password. I feel like I've been lied to at the schedule. Yeah, I took a different approach. I don't know if you saw my announcement in the Discord. I decided I didn't want to risk having to play Legacy of War 3 nights in a row. So I thought instead of the Contra half of the theme, I would focus on the Shakespeare half of the theme. But I couldn't think of any Shakespeare games. But I thought maybe since this is an educational time travel game, I thought there's a good chance we might get to meet Shakespeare in this game. I got my fingers crossed that he's gonna show up. There's been a few hints. I've already noticed some of the multiple choice answers look like they could apply to him, so we'll see. My filling has been filled, and I am here. Did not know service in the dentist. Well, GG on the filling. All right, I think I should be able to find that password again. I'm not gonna write them down. I'm just gonna let the video contain them. I'll scrub through the VOD if there's an emergency. One of my light bulbs is going wild. It's I think it's about to fizzle out. All right, this might be our last mission. 47 BC, Alexandria. Hey Greg, welcome in. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Hope you're well. This one took so long, I thought they might take some points away. Was it really that long? I'd really go that slow? I guess I was enjoying it too much. I lost track of time. I hit a spike. Hi, Miss Cleopatra. Ready for the big day? Greetings, plumber. Yes, I'm finally going to get my crown back. Please make yourself scarce. I must be bathed and bejeweled now. Hi there. You look familiar. Do you know me? I'm Julius Caesar. Head of one of the greatest civilizations ever. Psst. Does my bald spot show? I fear it is becoming more noticeable. What's a busy Roman ruler doing here? I came in pursuit of an enemy, but as I conquered Pompeii, so has Cleopatra conquered my heart. But please, take this cat away. I'm terribly allergic. Will you both rule from Alexandria? No, I must do as the Romans do and return to my country's capital. By the gods, this cursed bald spot, I really can't meet Cleopatra this way. Why did you help Queen Cleopatra? Enough, plebeian. I simply must know if this bald spot shows. As the leader of the most powerful nation on earth, I must make myself irresistible to the much younger Queen of the Nile. Is the Queen in residence these days? Yes, ever since Caesar arrived and took her side in that nasty fight with her little brother. You must be Roman. You certainly don't walk like an Egyptian. Oh my. I'm good, Greg says. Just playing Final Fantasy V, the Pixel Remaster, right on. How are you? I'm doing alright. The writing in this game is something else. Why does she need a second coronation? Are you from another world? With the help of Caesar, Cleopatra has regained the throne stolen by her brother, Ptolemy XII. By the crown of Osiris. Did you see that mouse? How did she gain Caesar's help? She convinced Caesar that her brother didn't obey their father's wishes. Caesar ruled that she should reign again. More mice. I know how to battle armies of men, not rodents. How did she gain... Oh, same. I'm not that close to the queen. So, it sounded like we... No thanks, I'm fully staffed as it is. Oh my. I'm glad I didn't miss that piece of dialogue. Excuse me, ma'am. Is this staff yours? Holy Isis, Mario. Be careful with that. It's solid gold and very old. The Ptolemy line of kings have ruled with that staff for generations. Cleopatra inherited the throne then? Her father, Ptolemy XI, named her to rule Egypt and Alexandria equally with her brother. But Ptolemy XII was selfish and wanted to rule Egypt by himself. I was right. That light bulb that was blinking has burnt out. And I can actually smell it from here. I paused there for a moment because I was like, why do I smell... For a moment, I was like, why do I smell something that smells like plastic burning? I have to keep an eye that lamp doesn't just suddenly combust into flames. Oh. Maybe I should go take a closer look at it. One moment. Okay, I think we're all right. It does smell very powerfully, though. I've never had a light bulb burn out and then I'd be able to smell burnt smell of it. It's so weird. Julius Caesar, the salad dressing dude, according to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Greg says. Mario knows how to fight rodents by throwing their own bombs at them. I mean, is there a better way? Her father, Ptolemy XI, named her to rule Egypt and Alexandria equally with her brother, but Ptolemy XII was selfish and wanted to rule Egypt by himself. Is Caesar planning on taking Cleopatra away? Oh, the queen would jump at the chance. I have heard that she will soon go with Caesar to Rome. I fear the Romans may not like her, though. She can be difficult. Your boss needs a lot of care, huh? Very high maintenance. She's known as a charmer, you know. We bathe her, massage her with scented oils, apply makeup and hairdos, tie her sandals, have a hand mirror. She has hundreds. What do Julius and Cleo have in common? Well, they're both smart and powerful, both love strategy and politics, plus they're each very vain and ambitious, a true match of the gods. Are they really in love? That's hard to say. Cleopatra's usually all business, but around Julius she recites poetry and blushes. It could be true love, or it could be the love of power. How can I persuade Caesar to talk to me? Grapes. Grapes would please the consul? Excuse me, but I've been trying to catch the eye of that handsome guard over there. I don't think he knows I exist. I think only royalty may touch that. So, oh, I have a cat. A slayer of vermin. I shall worship this animal forever if it rids this place of those beady-eyed pests. Thanks, plumber. I'm in your debt. What is your wish? Tell me, who else is important around here? I've heard the Romans speak highly of one named Mark Antony, an officer of Caesar's. Even Queen Cleopatra took notice when he was mentioned, but she is always attracted to power. Is Cleopatra a good ruler? She's more beloved than Ptolemy XII, by far. My beloved is the queen's maid, and I have carved this wooden asp for her. Please give it to her as a sign of my love. Gee, how romantic. Tell me more. About the queen? She was born in 69 BC and crowned in 52 BC. They say she's the most alluring woman in the world, but I prefer her maid. Yes, well, anything else about Cleo? She recently bore Caesar a son, naming him Caesarion. Could be trouble. Calpurnia, Caesar's wife in Rome, has always been above suspicion, but I bet she suspects now. No, indeed. I wouldn't know what to do with that. Alright, so... a serpent. Oh, but it's made of wood. A gift from him? So he has noticed me. Ever since Caesar arrived here last year in 48 BC, it seems we've all been bitten by the love scarab. Anything else about Cleopatra? Only that she's considered the most alluring woman in the world. Take it from me, she works at it. You better return that staff to her, or she won't be crowned. Okay, grapes. Mario wishes to Cleopat Caesar on the back. I wouldn't be surprised if that was an actual line in this game. If I can't worship it, I don't need it. He doesn't want the grapes. We were just told that he wanted grapes. Alright, maybe the mirror first. Ah, your gift reflects both my power and good looks. My bald spot doesn't show at all. You have my gratitude, Plumber. What else did you wish to know about me? How did you get to decide who will rule Egypt? Cleopatra's father, Ptolemy XI, left a will leaving Rome as guardian of Egypt. As the consul of Rome, it naturally became my job to act as guardian. Can you tell me more about this staff? What staff? I thought we were talking about me. My throat has suddenly become awfully dry. Grapes, the fruit of Bacchus. About that staff, it's solid gold. They say whoever possesses it is the true ruler of Egypt. Of course, my own power is recognized without such adornment. Will the Romans accept Cleopatra? It's a delicate political question. The citizens of Rome distrust her. However, with that staff in her hands, Cleopatra becomes a very powerful ally. Alright, so I think that's the quest. Homework time. I hope there's not a lot of questions about years, but I feel like there might be. Upon her father's passing, Cleopatra and her brother were named to rule the kingdom of Egypt. However, Cleopatra's selfish brother Ptolemy XII didn't wish to share the throne, so he banished his sister from the capital city of, I'm guessing, Alexandria. It was up to the Roman ruler, Julius Caesar, who served as Egypt's guardian, to restore Cleopatra to her throne. Thus, a second coronation was held for the queen in the year... Oh. The answer's right above. 47. Meanwhile, Caesar fell deeply in love with Cleopatra, and she eventually bore him a son named Caesarion. However, on March 15th, 44 BC, Julius Caesar was done away with by members of the Roman Senate. One of Rome's new leaders, Mark Antony, had once been an officer in Caesar's army. Cleopatra, who had a penchant for powerful rulers, soon married Antony and bore him 3 sons. A Roman civil war soon followed, in which Antony's forces were defeated in a great sea battle. Soon after, both Antony and Cleopatra took their own lives. Whoa. What an ending. Alright. Queen, were you looking for this? You mean my ancestors' staff of royal power? A 3-pound solid gold symbol of absolute rule over 1/3 of the world? Why, yes, I was. Well, Cleo, looks like everything is A-okay. Yes, Mario, it's been another dramatic moment in my life. Perhaps one day it'll even be a play with Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, and I all living happily ever after. Alright. Let's see if I'm right, if this really has been the end. Bowser has escaped. You need to finish quicker. Try again for a different ending. I'm speechless. Is anyone surprised? I'm really not. I didn't know there were multiple endings. I thought the score was just for fun. Huh. I wonder if I've retained enough information that I would be able to fill those quizzes back in. I wonder if I would be able to run through it in a timely manner. I guess it wouldn't hurt me to try. Just so we can come back and watch the ending on repeat. Here we go. What? I am even more stunned than the previous. How is this possible? What? Why? Why would that be a factor? Why would it matter what order I return them in? That has nothing to do with anything. I hate this game. I hate this game. Well, you know we're doing it again. I hope everyone knows we're doing it again. Let's see what happens. This looks like the same thing that happened last time. Congratulations, you did it! Hey, that's it. That's the true ending. Let's go. I only had to do it 3 times. What a disaster. What a disaster this is. I can't believe it made me do it 3 times. Thank you for the trophies, cows. Green circles are happy this time. Thank you, Chozo, for the trophies. Well, I think that's going to be our stream for tonight, my friends. I didn't really leave enough time for Adventure Island, sadly. At least you got this one wrapped up. Yeah, I'm very glad to get this one wrapped up. I also feel bad. Cows, that you came in here. That by the time you come in here, I was just filling the blanks, not even thinking about anything. Was autopilot mode. It can't have been a terribly interesting stream tonight for you. But we got one done. A rare glimpse into the elusive Frownie speedrun. Yeah, I should trim that playthrough out and submit it to the leaderboard. I wonder where I'd fall on there. Probably somewhere firmly toward the bottom.